Hey YouTube, you might have heard me talk about cruise cards for your gay cruise before. As a quick recap, cruise cards are cards that you get with your name, your photo, your contact information, and your stateroom number, so that when you meet new people on the cruise, you can give them one of your cruise cards and then they have a way to contact you. I did a cruise card 101 video that I'm gonna link in whatever corner of this YouTube video, I don't always remember which corner it pops out of. And definitely down in the description below, I'll link that video there. So if you're curious about cruise cards, you wanna get some tips on designing a cruise card, want to know more about them, go watch that video. Now, not everybody wants or can get the physical cruise cards. Maybe you just don't like the idea of having something extra to bring on a cruise, or you just much rather use your phone and you're gonna get the Wi-Fi anyways, and you're just planning on bringing your phone with you wherever. You would rather just get people's contact information directly and electronically that way instead of using the physical cruise cards. Well, have I got an idea for you? This is what I call the virtual cruise card, and it basically involves turning the lock screen on your phone into a electronic cruise card. So you would have all the same content and stuff you would put onto a regular cruise card, but you would make it the wallpaper of your lock screen of your phone, so that whenever you wake up your phone, all that information is there. So several years ago when I came up with this idea, the original intent of having the information on the lock screen was so that if I ever lost or dropped my phone on the ship, whoever picks it up would know that the phone belonged to me and can return it back to me. But nowadays, I've noticed that a lot of people on the cruises, they do tend to have their phone on them at all times whenever they're on the ship, and a lot of people are starting to get the Wi-Fi or the internet packages anyways. Sometimes on the ship, even if you do have the Wi-Fi or internet package, you might be in an area where the Wi-Fi reception isn't so awesome, but having something like this is where that person can just take a photo of my lock screen and then they have my photos and they have all my info. Alright, so how is having a virtual cruise card useful? Let's say you're out about a cruise ship and you meet some new people and you want to kind of swap contact info with them. Their phone doesn't have Wi-Fi or internet. They can just take a photo of your lock screen and then they have all the information that one would usually get in a regular cruise card saved to their phone. So they have photos of you, they have your name, your stateroom number, and then whatever contact info you choose to put onto the virtual cruise card. So that's just straight up like using the camera on a phone as an alternative to having a physical cruise card. Now, if you meet some people and they do have their phone and they also have internet or Wi-Fi, they can scan the links or QR codes on your lock screen without having to take a photo. In newer versions of iOS, the camera app will automatically scan for links and QR codes and you can tap to open them. Besides the camera, most phones come with a code or a QR scanner. Both iOS and Android come with apps for this. So there's the code scanner app that comes with iOS, or most Android phones, they have Google Lens. Of course, they can also just take a photo of your lock screen and get all the information that's on there, including your photos. Then when they pull up the photo in their camera roll, their phone will still be able to pick up the links and QR codes in the image, and then they can tap to open them. Having a QR code is kind of neat, but it also just makes adding each other's social medias a lot easier. So the QR codes I have in the example goes to Instagram, but you can make QR codes that go to just about anything. You can go to Facebook, you can go to YouTube, you can go to pretty much any kind of social media. Anything where you can come up with a URL or like a website address, you can put in. You can also make QR codes that will add yourself into the contact address book of someone else's phone. These are called V-card QR codes, and when someone scans it, it will bring up their contact app on their phone and it will populate whatever information you program into the QR code. Now, how do you actually make one of these virtual cruise cards for your lock screen? I've actually created a template that you can use to create your own virtual cruise card. It's linked down below. It's a Google Docs file, so you can just sign into your Google or Gmail account, open up the template that I've linked down below. You can make a copy of it and you can customize it to your heart's content. You can change the colors, put your own photos, and put your own info in there. And then once you're done, you can download it as a PNG image, and then you can make that your phone's wallpaper. All right, I hope you really enjoyed this tip. If for no other reason than to help prevent your phone from being lost, and if you do happen to drop your phone, at least if you have some of that contact info on the lock screen, then whoever finds it can return the phone back to you so that you have your phone back. If you're gonna be going onto the Atlantis 2022 Oasis cruise in January, it's actually just in a couple of weeks, I will see you on board. In the meantime, between now and then, I'll be making more cruise advice videos right here on my JustJoeyT YouTube channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell right beside that button to get notifications whenever I post a new video. Until next time, bye YouTube. Hair's not cooperating. Come on. I actually really need a haircut. This is rare reads right now.